Hello YouTube and operators out there, welcome to what I really hope to be a fully comprehensive stealth guide on Ghost Recon Wildlands. Now why I'm putting this tutorial together is really, I'm quite a relatively new player to Ghost Recon Wildlands. We've been going on about playing it for a good while now and we just haven't gone around to it, but I've picked it up and it is incredible. I love playing it with no HUD, I love playing it on extreme difficulty, that realism element, love it. But even on lower difficulties, ticking off missions, things like that, it's still really fun and enjoyable. But looking out there on the big wide web, some things are missing. Some things like a comprehensive stealth guide, which I just wanted to cover today. Now you got the quick clips behind you, but big inspiration from things like on the internet, like your Reddits, things like that, online forums, otherwise other YouTubers. DarkDally being the first and foremost. Really good guides on his channel. A lot of the older ones now still ring true. So go check him out. Lots of inspiration from him. Let's just jump into what I've taken away from stealth and what I want to share with you today. So jumping in with a nice, quick and easy one, and clothing, i.e. the ghillie suits. Now ghillie suits and all the other clothing, your black camos, things like that, they don't do anything. So it's actually surprisingly kind of difficult to find a definitive answer on the internet. There is, again, it's a DarkDally video, there's the odd bits on Reddit if you do a bit of surfing of the web. The long and short of it, clothing doesn't make a difference, ghillies don't make a difference, so if you want to use them, go ahead. They look cool, but they're not going to help your stealth game. It's just a fact. Suppressors and the AI distancing. So suppressors, if you're going to do a stealth game, they're a must. You have to use a suppressor for the by and large of all your combats. There is a little bit on caliber which I'm going to go to in a minute, but without a suppressor you're going to have to go for about the 150 meter mark to not raise attention. Obviously that depends on the gun. There you saw me take down a guy. This one, again, I take down a guy. The other dude, 10-15 meters away, he's not hearing that suppressed shot, so that's the power of it. And unit up. Pistols, yeah, they're like the god tier of guns really when you're doing stealth. They still are going to get hurt by the enemy. By the smallest amount, yeah, sure. But if you shoot their friend right in front of them, they're going to notice. Here, again, unsure if it's the shot landing on the body, the shot from my gun, or his mate being shot next to him, but he's going to get spotted. But there you are. Moving on to the rounds and the calibers, like I just mentioned, let's flash up three guns, the HTI, the ACR and the MP5. Snip them to make them a little bit smaller and move them where I need them to be. So these three are popular, but just bear in mind Wildlands stats mean very, very little. Now looking at the different calibers of these guns, those different categories do have a secondary ammo. Okay, so that's something to bear in mind, but if we snip that down and zoom in, you can see that this has about 80% noise reduction in its class for the sniper. ACR about 80% again, but the MP5 100%. The rule of thumb is that the smaller the round, the quieter it is. Pistols, get rid of all that. Pistols are god tier. They're the perfect thing for stealthing, but if you get in trouble, you're in big trouble. Now you'll notice in some of my clips, no mini-map, that's for my immersion, but other clips like this one, there is a mini-map. But let's move on to stealth indicators, right? Now, in lots and lots of different games, if there's any element of stealth like this in Uncharted 4, or this next one in Skyrim, there's some sort of stealth indicator, right? And Ghost Recon Wildlands is no different. The mini-map is where it's shown. So if it's clear, all clear. If it's grey, you're suspected, it means that the AI knows there's something going on. Hunted, they're actively going after you. And engaged, they're in combat with you. That is your personal minimap. Okay, so it's out to get you. The direct threat and things like body found are orange. That's going to go into the hunted thing. But now if we go on to AI companions, this is where it's quite interesting as well. So you can move your companions around. I advise you really do lean heavily on them if you're going solo, unless you want the full immersion and just go complete Lone Ranger. Or you've got these rebels in the cages. If you don't want to get into combat, shoot the cage, let them out, they'll grab a gun for you. Use your command wheel, call more rebels in. They'll fight the baddies for you and you can just stay scot-free hiding in a bush. Otherwise, get your guys and send them forward. That mini-map is for you. It's for you being suspected. It's for you being engaged, not your AI friends. So use them. And here you can see sync shot as well. Really important if you don't think it's cheating too much. I know the community does think it is, but use the sync shot. Really good. Drones and bushes, so you just saw me in a bush there, but let's just rewind that clip a little bit. So this is me just coming on to a very small outpost. It only turns out to be 3 dudes there, alright? Look, we're going to, in the dark, always tell the squad just to hold tight. I don't need them, I want them out the way. But I'm going to approach through the bushes. It makes me much harder to see. I've used my drone to tag the enemies. I can also use the drone to send in the AI companions that I've just spoken about. So all those tools all wrapped in together, as well as the rest of this video, is going to be quite powerful for you to use and to really round off your stealth build, your stealth ideas, your stealth gameplay, okay? And that's what this more comprehensive guide, although it's going to be quick, that's what I want it to do. If we look here at the screenshot, the vegetation there, the game actually tells you bushes are good, so go jump in them. It's going to help you out. And just because we're there, let's just kill these guys. Okay, so distance to target. So you saw me crawling up, but let's just break that down a little bit. So this guy, I've shown this clip already, but look, quick double tap to the head. Let's rewind a little bit. As we approach, looking at the counter there, let's zoom in. Bit blurry, but that's about 51 meters, and that's when you're standing. So, and this is on extreme difficulty. So even on the hardest difficulty, that's what we're talking about. Here, these 2 guys, so I was crouched, they have stepped, a step or 2 ahead. So let's call it 41, 42 crouching. That's how close you can get face to face before they start seeing you when you're crouching, okay? Let's just take them out. And then we come into the interesting one. So this is really, it's daytime, right? And even the crouching and the standing is a little bit breaking immersion in reality. But here we can get super close just by going prone. So prone is a really powerful tool in your arsenal, right? 14 meters we can get face to face when you're prone. Just to double check, here's our night mission. Again, night doesn't seem to make a difference. It's 14 meters, then they proc, and then you got to engage, okay? So that's how close you can get through the different stances. Attack at night, really quick one, but it's a really quite good one. I love a night mission. It just wraps into that stealth gameplay. I love it with no HUD. I love these lasers as well. There's only one that can actually be shown on night vision. I think that's the APC laser, so correct me if I'm wrong, but it's incredible. Enemies might be asleep at night, which will make your job easier. Laser can be used in co-op for comms. It's a must having that ACP laser, but main missions may be immune to sleep, okay? If it's a main mission, the AI are booked in to be at the right place at the right time, so they're not going to be sleeping in their bed. So that's the only sort of caveat. Looking at skills then, so this one's a really quick and easy one. The game does have a skill tree, and it does lend itself a little bit towards that gameplay. Okay, only out of all these very many skills does it actually contribute towards what we're looking at. But here we have detection. This is going to be the biggest one for me, at least. Okay, it pumps it up X amount per skill level, and it makes you harder to detect. So on those extreme difficulties, get points there. Secondly, quiet running. The game does a brilliant job of showing you exactly what it's for anyway. So jump onto the game, have a little look, have a read, digest it properly. It makes my life a bit easier, makes your life a bit easier. But these 2 skills are what feeds into stealth. Don't miss your shots. Easier said than done, right? But here is a clip that we saw earlier. So I take down the first guy. These 4 don't know I'm there. But I line up my next shot. I miss the shots. And you can see there, all those circles start pranging around. They know something's up. They heard the shots. Even though I killed that guy nice and quickly, they know something's up. Down here, similar but different. We see that someone's detected the dead body, okay? It's actually that guy down there, the one I don't shoot. It's another version of that orange that then goes into hunting, so be careful. What can you do about this then? Well, there's a few things you can do, few things you can't. Obviously, it's easier said than done. Don't miss your shots. But, take your time. Make sure you're using the right gun. bigger caliber does have better range, you know, that sort of thing. But let's have a little look at this. So we've got this example again. You can stay and fight. That's what you can do. That's got to be option number one, right? Easier difficulties, you know, far easier than harder difficulties, because a couple of bullets and you're dead. Otherwise, alarms, you know, if you let them off, you got helos, you got reinforcements, it can be a tough fight. Secondly, you can move and lay low. Here, I kill the guy, they're hunting me, I then run around the corner. So enemies will go to where you were last spotted. I wasn't spotted, but they'll go to where your last round was fired. And that's what that AI is going to do. You see I'm hunted there, you see the little red dot on the minimap, they go to your last bullet. Knowing that game mechanic, you know, what can we do? So, not shoot the guy I'm trying to distract and pull in, but we can use mines, right? Shoot the area, they're going to go to where you last shot your gun, you can lure them in, and then just watch for the carnage to unfold. Burn! Fantastic. Love it. Gotta love it. Next tip around roads. Now, roads can be the bane of your life, right? Now, we've shown this clip before, but I'm just going to extend it a wee bit. Now, roads in a stealth game can just ruin your day. It can make it a lot harder. Here, I've got Unidad roll up, and it's about to ruin my stealth build. It's about to ruin my day. I get murdered there because I wasn't looking at the roads. Cars, even civilian cars, can just run you over. Really, roads are dangerous. If you can avoid them, do it, or otherwise get across quick. Here, look, I'm dead again. It's extreme difficulty, no HUD, and they punished me. But mines, oh, so satisfying. What can we do with roads and mines? Lay down your mines on the road. Be careful, because you're going to blow up civvies if you're not careful, but they're going to wipe out. I wiped out 8 enemies then with 1 mine. Fantastic. So mines are really good. So what's the result then if we wrap this all into one? Well, let's have a little look. So this is the clip that I was showing you at the beginning. I'm going to speed up the elements of walking, but we're going to be using the night vision, our laser, the AI is going to get involved, our AI companions. I'm going to be using mines a little bit later on, so stay tuned for that. But although stealth works fantastically well, going, you know, slow but sure, you know, taking your time, all that sort of good stuff, there is still something that could be said for stealth in terms of speed and aggression. Okay, that's evident in what a lot of the special forces do in real life. Okay, but it's got to be planned accordingly. Okay, with thorough planning, you can really make it go a long way and really take your stealth game right to the next level. And stealth mode, it makes this game easy. Okay, even in extreme difficulties, if you take your time, plan it, execute it properly, successfully, it's easy. You can turn this extremely hard, challenging game into easy mode by using stealth as it's meant to be played. That's enough from me. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, it will really help the channel out. I'll let this video play out, and yeah, catch you on the next one, guys. Really appreciate your time. Thank you and goodbye.
That was fucking close.
It's artless, but it'll get the job done.
Our little false flag operation has convinced Nydia Flores that Pulpo's robbing her blind. And she's pissed off. She's coming after him, guns blazing. Lucky for Pulpo, his buddy Wagner has been very helpful and gave us Pulpo's cell phone number.
Where are you tracking him?
We think he knows Nydia's after him. He's prepping to leave for Mexico right now. Your team needs to help him get to the airport so he can talk shit about Nydia to Sueño himself.
Copy that.